Good evening. Today we are back with a salty extraordinaire, and you know what he's saying? My salt is different than your salt. Now he thinks he's better. He thinks he's the greatest. He also says I'm me. So I guess we gotta revisit this conversation and have this talk again because man, the excuses are running rampant. Let's go ahead and get started.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball.
Keep telling that bro. If you want to play me in anything, it's gonna cost you $5,000.
Bro, if you scared, just say you scared. That's all you gotta do.
You want to collab with me, Burt Reynolds? $5,000, bro.
Would I play LTG if his fee was paid by others? No.
Nope.
I will play LTG if he wins money by beating me.
Sounds like a reasonable request.
That is the only circumstance where he should earn money. He should not be paid a fee to play me. That is ludicrous. The man is not worth a quarter.
Seriously. See, this goes off a gaming principle. There was a point in time where you made a call out and you would pick up sticks, you would get on the game. Now, when we go through the classics, clear as day, he was ready to accept challenges. The only reason why he even gained any notoriety is because he was calling people out and throwing salt all over the place. But the point was, like, I'll accept any challenge, any place, anytime. Now all of a sudden you don't want to play no more. That's crazy. You know, it's crazy how that works. You know what? Nah, we gonna plug that.
Since you're paying for the online, why not be able to opt out? I don't want to hear shit about, oh, just learn the matchup, learn to adapt. Shut the up. So what I'm going to be doing on this channel is a random amount of things. I'm going to be playing people in first to fives who may have talked to me or I talk shit to them just to prove that I'm the better overall player.
Yeah, man, what happened to that? You know, what happened to that? What happened to that first to five? You know, all this stuff, you just don't want to run the games no more? And then you would complain saying, dude's just stalking me in the game. Nah, bro, they trying to run the match. You said that you would run the match. You built your platform off of running the match.
But if he wants to beat me, then he should earn the money. That is the circumstance. That should happen. That is the rules and the setup of the fight.
Nobody could be on this bullshit platform. You can't roast me. Whoever it was trying to roast me, quote unquote, I'm doing better than them in all aspects of life.
Debatable.
Oh, that's who it was? Oh, that broke ass nigga? Okay.
You calling him broke, but you asking for donations to play the game. Who really broke? You telling him he has to pay you to run a match. I don't care what excuse you have. Oh, well, you know, he gonna benefit. Yada, whatever, bro. Whatever. You so bent on a donation over a video game, not even running a money match. Why don't you back up all that talking you was doing and earn the money by beating him?
The nigga that's been begging me for multiple years to play him in video games for free?
No, specifically he said a money match, and he said he wants you to play for real. He didn't say I want you to get on the game and sandbag or go to the other side and keep throwing layered gameplay. He said none of that. He said a money match or run the set. Well, either way, he said run the set because you were doing all that talking, and you're acting like it's so difficult for you to get on the game and get your salt spread all over the screen. Pause. Is that because that's what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose and make up excuses.
Anyways, I thought it was somebody else.
It don't matter who it is. You said you'd run the match. It's what you built your platform off of. Now, if this was something that wasn't what kind of gained you notoriety from the beginning, it'd be a completely different thing. If this was something that came in the middle of your channel, where your channel was already established and then you said you would do it, this would be different because you did not build your channel off of that specifically. But you built your channel off of tournaments, matches, and all of that, first to fives and talking crazy all this time, and now you're saying you don't want to run the match and oh, he's just broke. No, you just scared. You know what I'm saying? You acting like you gonna like lose your life in real life or something, bro. It is digital pixels. All it is pixels on the screen. You pick up your controller, you get into the match, they get into the match. You know, it may take a total, you know, that salt explosion, you know, it'd be about maybe 20-30 minutes or so. You'll get whooped up on like we knew you would, and then we just move on. This is just that simple. I mean, you already used to losing, so I don't understand the problem.
Calm, bro. That nigga's like, gotta suck.
Ironic coming from you. Straight up irony.
Why? I'm trying to figure out why would a broke, worthless squeegee think that I need to do something to help their platform.
I mean, from my understanding, what I saw, it sounded like they brought it up to him and he responded to it. Like, I could be wrong because it's only a clip, but from what I saw, they were recommending it. You know, usually when you have an audience and they want to see something, that's one of the benefits of donations. When people donate to you, you have the privilege of, usually, let's just say, when you're a good creator, right, and you actually are good at your job, when people donate, they're able to make requests. They're able to do custom content and make requests about the type of content that they want to see because they support the channel. So again, for somebody who actually cares about business and doing good business, when they donate, they ask you, they say, hey, I want to see this. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Because that's what you do for a fan base when you have one. But again, you know, hey, what do I know? What do we know? Okay, what do we know? What do we know about somebody getting something donated to them and just running off on the plug, running off with the money, and not even giving the services that you said you would render when they give the donations? And honestly, that's why I don't even accept donations. Because the minute you pay me, I'm gonna have to do it. Like, it ain't no more of, oh, I ain't post today. If it don't even matter if it's $1.99. If I get paid for a membership, I'm gonna have to show up every day. And I know some days I don't feel like it. That's why I don't have the option to donate available. I don't, because I know how I am. And you know, when that, you know what I'm saying, when that 10 p.m. be hitting and I'm looking at that clock and I know I got another 2.5, 3 hours to edit this video, and I'm looking like a bobblehead over here or like a baby with a heavy head, I just don't, I just like, bro, I'm about to lay down, fool. So, you know, that's just a part of good business. If somebody pays you for a service, you got to do it. So let's just use your history, for example. If people have paid you and you ain't even ran no sets, he's supposed to come over here and pay you $5,000 to basically not even do what you said you was gonna do. What's crazy is he actually probably would if you actually followed through with what you said you would do and you beat the people who would donate. But now what do we know? We just hating. We have no suggestions, right? We don't know what we're talking about. We don't know anything, right? Just go ahead. Let me just let him continue.
Why the fuck would I play bum in a fucking money match when you're begging me to play you in a video game?
He ain't begging you. He said run the match and compete for money. So it's not for free. But he said he's not going to just give you money. You're going to have to win to get the money. Simple as that. That was the stipulations. So let's not try to skew it and just be like, oh, he just trying to. No, he said, I want to run a money match. If you win, you get the money. If you lose, you get nothing. I don't get it. That don't sound like begging to me. It sound like you're scared.
This is scared.
You've been begging me for multiple years to play you in a video game, and you think that I should just be like, you know what, cool, I'll do a money match. Let me just go ahead and play a guy that's stalking me, talking on Twitter, broke as fuck, a worthless bum in life.
Damn, bro, that cope is real, ain't it? Man, this man, the Copinator, BT Cope 1000. This man here is unstoppable with his cope.
And me, I'm gonna come off my pedestal.
Pedestal? Stop making a mountain out of a molehill, cause your pedestal is that low. It's not very high. So,
and play a worthless bum in a money match. No, nigga, you're asking for a collab. Therefore, you should pay me, you broke, worthless fuck.
Are we listening to the same conversation? Are we tripping in the comment section? Are we the ones tripping? Because I could have sworn he said money match. If you win, let's run it back. Maybe we crazy. Because I don't recall him saying let's collab and do a video like a podcast. I heard let's run this match, because you're always running your mouth, and any other Street Fighter or whatever game it is you was talking about, but you're running.
That is the only circumstance where he should earn money. He should not be paid a fee to play me. That is ludicrous. The man is not worth a quarter.
This ain't no friendly thing, you broke ass. This is somebody begging and asking me for multiple years to play him in a video game. That sounds like you're trying to purchase me in a collab.
He has truly lost his mind. Well, to be fair, he lost it way before that, but just saying.
This ain't no money match. What year is this, bro? This ain't no fucking 2015.
Man, sit your ass down.
2016, 27. Nigga talking about money matches. That's how you know that on Burt Reynolds' timing. A money match? The fuck out of here. I don't need you for anything. You need me.
Grown ass man standing there and walking around throwing a fit with a controller in his hand. And we you talking about who needs what, bro? You need help. You need to get on the game and run that set. That's what you need to do.
5K, broke boy. We know for a fact you don't even got 5 bands in your bank account.
You know what he remind me of? He remind me of all the Drake fans when Joe Budden tore that man up in that battle. You know what they was saying? Well, he ain't got money like Drake. Yeah, he ain't got bread like Drake. And it's like, but did you hear what he did to him on that mic? Why you running? I mean, I would rap back, but like, I just feel like, man, shut up. Run the match. Nobody cares, bro. We don't care about your excuses. We do get a good laugh at it, though. I'll give you that.
Not money matching anybody, nigga. I'm literally low tier God. I don't need to money match nobody. You pay for my presence. I'm me. Like I'm low tier God.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
I'm not playing nobody in no money match. People want my services. You purchase my fee. Purchase
my fee? You mean purchase my services or pay the fee? All right, man. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Whatever. It's live. Whatever.
That's all. Now the nigga's trying to generate viewers and all this corny shit by talking about me. How about a beat the fuck out of you? How about that?
Here we go again with the tough guy act. Okay, bro, sure. You're gonna beat him up. All right, bro. All right.
I would love to squeeze one of you motherfuckers' necks until it pops. That would actually feel even better. You'll never get away from my chokehold, I promise you.
The choice is yours.
I will wrap myself around you and literally squeal you.
Okay, I see you choosing the hard way.
Put on the gloves or some shit. How about we collab on that? But that's gonna cost you $5 grand too. Like I said, he wouldn't call me a coward to my face. Now, Woody, I'm a coward because I won't play a stalking grown man in a video game?
Are we going back to this again? Viscon said everything to your face that he said online. Everybody has said what they said online. Even in the gamer house, they said what they said online and then called you out about what you said online. Then you started to backpedal about the things you said and tried to play it off. I don't get it, man. What are we doing? What is that? What you saying what he won't say? All right, bro.
Yeah, all right. Wouldn't call me IRL out and slap the out of him. And what would he do? Press charges.
Oh, okay. Perfect scapegoat, right? Oh, I would do it, but he pressed charges, so I mean, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I would do it if he said it, but I mean, I wouldn't do it. Like, come on, man. Why even make a threat like that if you're not even gonna follow through? What's the point of even saying it? If you're not gonna do it, and you know you're not gonna do it, then why say it in the first place? That defeats the purpose of even saying it. You might as well not even have said it. I'm not just condoning beef or saying go assault nobody, but I'm just saying, what's the point of you saying something just to make up an excuse for why you won't do it? Wouldn't it just make more sense not to say it at all?
Keep it on the internet, nigga. I'll pull your mustache off like Mr. Potato Head. Boom, just rip it off. That's all I would need to do. I wouldn't even punch a guy like that. I would just backhand you.
So first he said,
nigga wouldn't call me that shit IRL. I'd fucking slap the shit out of him. And what would he do? Press charges.
I wouldn't even punch you. I'd backhand you. But yet, I wouldn't hit you because you would press charges. Which one is it? Are you backhanding? You're not punching? You slapping? What are we doing? You tearing off mustaches? What's it gonna be? Make up your mind.
Nigga over here talking like you could fade me in person or something. Shut the fuck up.
Now, granted, the way he was talking was very disrespectful. Now, do I agree with the way he was talking over the internet? Of course not. I don't agree with, calling people bees and all that extra stuff. I'm not, that's y'all's era. That's that whole neon era, that talking to people crazy stuff. I can't relate. Now, of course, I make jokes, do the funnies and all of that and roast. But typically, I try to keep it respectful. So I can understand how the context from the verbiage will come off aggressive. He never said he wanted to fight him. But I can understand how it will come off that way, calling people out their name. And just this is just for anybody who's, you may be younger watching this. One thing that you don't do is calling a grown man out of his name if you don't want to run the fade. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying that that's cool or anything like that, or anybody should put their hands on you for calling them out their name. But what I will say is the era that I'm from, it will get you decked for talking like that. Just saying, in all fairness. That's the same situation Neon had, talking crazy. A lot of people, they're really cool with talking crazy, cussing people out and calling them out their name online. I just never really agreed with that. I was never really a fan of that. It's levels to this. You know what I mean? And if you won't say it with utmost confidence in that person's face and say it to them aggressively like that, or you will backpedal when you see these people or that person, you shouldn't say it. And that goes to you too, LTG. If you gonna backpedal when you see people, you shouldn't talk that way. You should take your own advice.
You can't beat me at anything in life, nigga. Not any version of Street Fighter that's 4 and up.
Here we go.
You can't beat me at baseball, soccer, football.
You playing all these sports? Yes, you sit on stream all day. Alright.
Weightlifting.
Does that include leg day?
Boxing.
Don't even talk about boxing when you could have sat there and got on 8 and stream and box for money. Stop. No, we're not doing that. Cut that out.
For a while, but do you do any martial arts?
Don't ask me questions like that.
The answer is no. Yes, the answer is definitely no. Because obviously if you do, you could tell people if you do or you don't. But obviously you don't, because you talk about enacting violence all the time. And the first rule of martial arts is to not engage, it's predominantly to react. They don't teach you to go out and attack. And if anything, they teach you to defend first, because your hands are lethal weapon. Your body's basically a lethal weapon. So no, you ain't even got the discipline to finish the game, and you supposed to have a martial art? No martial art? Nah, bro. That boy gonna dashboard and walk on out.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask shit. Not disclosing my personal life to you. You think that sits on the computer all day crying about somebody that he don't even know has the money to pay me?
So I guess with that logic, all streamers are broke. I guess DDG will be broke too then, huh? Because he sits down and roasts all day. Kai Cenat, so I guess he ain't got no money either. I could keep going. There's plenty of streamers that I can go over. We're just on the technical aspect of, to say that because you're sitting on the computer all day, you ain't got no money. So that means also you ain't got no money as well, right? What are we talking about? Also, let's just go over reaction channels. I guess they ain't got no money. I guess review channels, they got no money either, who talk about other situations that other people got going on. Like, it's crazy, man. Any excuse to not run this match.
There's no way he has the money to pay me. Have you seen this nigga's YouTube channel and seen his numbers on anything he does? He's a peon.
You talk about his numbers, but you got an alleged channel on YouTube. Evidently, your numbers ain't that good either, because you couldn't stay where you was at, right? Mr. Big Money.
Why do you think he's scraping the bottom of the barrel in life? Why do you think he's so desperate to play me in something? He wants clout, notoriety, so on and so forth. The nigga's literally scum. He's a broke, worthless bum. Like, him mentioning me is equivalent to like a panhandler with a sign saying "fuck you" because I didn't give him $2. You just don't take it serious.
You running your mouth is the equivalent of a why yada. Stop, man. Look, I'm not interested in any more excuses dancing around it. Run the match. Run the match and earn the bread by winning. Point blank, period. Everything else you're talking about is irrelevant. Let's go ahead and move on to the next segment.
See, video games is something that's considered child's play. Like, why are you sitting around playing a game instead of being on your grind?
That's crazy that people refer to video games as child's play. Like, that's insane to me. Like, a form of entertainment is a form of entertainment. And if a lot of people don't stop, we're going to start going into your world and messing up your entertainment. Mind your business. Watch whatever shows you want to watch. Do whatever you want to do. But leave us alone and mind your business. Unless you're grown on a Roblox server. Then, yeah, we're going to have to look at you sideways. Look at you sideways.
Dealing with the hard things of life. That's what you're supposed to do as a man. Understandable. From the outside looking in, I understand. Because the game is a child's best friend. Because it gives them an opportunity to be somewhere or be something.
And also with that logic, I guess there should be no more movies. Movies should not exist. No books should not exist either, because that's a form of imagination as well. Reading and basically looking into the shoes or the lifestyles of other people. So I guess we should just eliminate all forms of entertainment. We should just go to work, make money, and not be entertained at all, and just sit around looking at each other crazy, especially in a relationship. I think that would be what's best, right? No. That's why these things exist. They're called forms of entertainment. Silly.
That they're actually not. Problem solving, the places that your imagination goes, there's so many things that a young boy can enjoy when playing a video game. But we're starting to see a huge rise in grown men playing video games, and the ladies is not liking it.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
We don't care.
Check this out.
Well, I do know some men where it's just like you are paying attention on that game, talking to them people, arguing with them people.
You know what's crazy? You sit on the internet, argue with strangers, argue about the shows you watch, argue about who in your life, arguing about what your man don't do, complaining all the time. But what he's doing is the problem. I wonder who you listen to. Like music-wise, I wonder who you're a fan of. What influences do you listen to? Did you watch Power? Did you watch Snowfall? Do you know about Boys in the Hood? Did you watch Friday? Did you watch negative connotations of black people and bad representations of black people? Are you a fan of Sukihana? Because I'm just curious, because it's always these people with these opinions who talk about somebody else's entertainment. You watch Hip Hop Atlanta? You watch Real Housewives? You look like you're influenced by some of these shows, just the way that you behave yourself. I know you watch this stuff. And those are complete negative connotations of people. But a person playing a video game with fictional characters or being competitive is an issue. That's crazy.
And you could be in my face.
You're annoying. Why? Why would he want to do that? No. Go somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Get a hobby.
It is some men that needs to give their woman more attention. But it's just like the game it just irritates me.
Look at your fingernails. Look at your eyelashes. How do you even properly clean yourself with your nails like that? And then them nails be costing like $130, $200, $300 something dollars. And the unmitigated gall and audacity to be commenting on what he's doing, and you can't even properly clean yourself? Are you serious? Allegedly.
But men are stressed out. They come home, they want to play the game. It's freedom.
But why, as a grown man, do you want to come home and play with a controller?
You don't play video. You don't. You know what? I'm mad now. I'm upset. A man, this is like his only time of like having complete freedom and something to escape reality for 20 minutes, and you're trying to take that away from him.
You're not doing all that with that video game.
I'm not understanding the level of arrogance, like you just that entertaining to be around. Like you act like you just that fun to be around. More times than not, when a man's around you that much, he's just around you as kind of a trade-off. He's not around you because you're a fun individual. He's not around you because you're entertaining. Now, if you're a gamer yourself, it's a little bit different because y'all have something that maybe y'all might have in common, or something y'all both might play. Like maybe if you're somebody who's into League of Legends or Smite or one of them type of things, then that's a little bit different. But outside of that, all he gonna be doing is sitting down watching the dumbass shows you watch. He ain't entertained by it. He don't want to watch it. He got to listen to you talk about absolutely nothing and get on his nerves and have to act like he ain't got a problem with it, but he don't want to keep it real with you because he still want what he want. And men understand, if you want something, there has to be a trade for it. You can't have it all. But for some reason, y'all believe you're supposed to just get everything and not have to trade anything. But I don't blame you because don't nobody tell you about yourself. But hey, I will. And me saying what I'm saying, I'm not speaking for every man, but I'm speaking for a majority of men. If men have a choice, most of us, if we have the choice of peace and quiet, we'll take that. If we have the choice of a football game, we'll take that, or a basketball game, or whatever it is that we're doing, a video game, Call of Duty, Live 2K, it doesn't matter. And that's why it's best to stay away from this conversation in general, because if you're measuring your level of entertainment, of interacting with you versus entertainment of something that the man's actually into, you're gonna lose every single time. And as of today, without giving that man, like we're basically saying I can go out, do whatever I want, this mentality of just be all out in the streets, what is this man going to come over here for? He doesn't even have a woman who's not all out there like that, for one. A woman who's rude and rambunctious and arrogant, that's two. Don't believe she needs to do anything for that man. Look, how about this? If you really want the attention of your man, why don't you do something that he likes? Why don't you appeal to him to get his attention? Why don't you do things to get his attention? Maybe take some notes and cook something for him. You cook something for him that'll get him off the game. And the more pleasant you are, the more he'll be away from the game. How about that? But no, that ain't the option. The option is to scrutinize him and to tell him why it's wrong for him to be entertained by something. We can't have nothing, can we? Can't have nothing.
Yeah, you are. You get to enter
reality.
Yeah.
They got niggas making on the games, little avatars. Like, nigga, what you want to look like?
Stupid, bro. Face fully beat. a bunch of makeup on, big ass eyelashes. This what you want to look like? What do you look like? How about that? Since you worry about how I create a character look. Yes, if I create a character, I want to create a character of how I want them to look. Why does that? Y'all create a character every damn day before you walk out the house. What are we talking about? I'm done with that, man. We moving on. Like this level of stupidity is just outlandish.
Girl, don't date a guy who plays video games. How is that not like the biggest ick in the world, right? You come over to your boyfriend's house, he's like, what's up? And he's just playing video games for the past 6 hours. You should have the kind of boyfriend who wants to take you out to go out and do things. Not
I see why. I see what you're doing. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. I can't stand y'all. Y'all sit here and I can't wait. I cannot wait till your day comes. Because every dude that get on the internet talking like this, don't worry, your exposed day is coming. It's just a matter of time, because every last one of y'all who come on here caping like a Derrick Jackson or whoever else, come to find out you're doing this, you're doing that, you're putting your hands on people, you paying people behind the scenes, Shannon Sharp. But yeah, you know, quick to criticize people. But nah, go ahead and continue. Tell us the rest of what we're doing wrong. Okay, go ahead.
Not just, hey, why don't you come over? And then you come over and he's playing Call of Duty for the past 10 hours, not giving you any attention.
Dude, I can already tell you right now, whatever girl you talking to, whatever girl you been talking to, bro, she's pulling up to your crib after visiting who she really want to be with and who she want to deal with. You considered the safe option. You are the that's you guy. I'm sorry to break it to you. You getting on TikTok or whatever it is without a shirt on up top to make it look like you built to whatever it is, combing your little hair to the side, is, I'm telling you, bro, it does not work. What you doing is not working. You are going to get cheated on. You will be cheated on. You have been cheated on. Stop. Any man who sits around and talks like this, there's two things. There's only two types of dudes. Either you abusing or you're getting abused. That's it. There's no middle.
I feel like...
there it is right there. I feel. Go ahead, bro. Tell us how you feel. Not what you know, but how you feel.
If you need to fill the void of time to sit there and play video games, that's not the kind of guy that you want to date. You should date the kind of guy that wants to say, hey, let's go out to the beach.
The same guy that's supposed to walk around with somebody who's, you don't know who she been with. You don't know what she been doing. You don't know how many dudes on her phone. You definitely know, more times than not, there's always somebody these days that they pull up on. Ain't no conversation, ain't no walks on the beach, ain't no going to the movies. They pull up, they know what time it is, and then they bounce and they dip, and then they go home to you for you to do all that. And I'm just telling you how it goes, because it never fails. And I'm sorry to break it to you, bro, but this is happening to you. You think you out here winning, like, yeah, and I got your, okay, bro. All right.
Let's go do something. Let's go to the gym. You don't want to date a guy who's just playing video games all day, watching NFL football and watching Netflix. Really pay attention, if you're dating a guy or you're interested in a guy, to how he handles his use of time. If he's the kind of guy who, again, plays video games all day, you need to drop him instantly.
Now, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on that statement. If you're not like a creator, or you're not doing anything on YouTube and you're not making any money off of it, it's okay every now and then. Let's say maybe like a day a week, maybe like a Saturday or Sunday or whatever. But if you truly are, let's just say, just off of what he's saying, if you truly are on the game like all day and all night, yeah, that is a problem. You do have to get up, live your life, go to work and handle business. That doesn't mean you need to go Andrew Tate it up, work 29 hours a day to get to play the game. No, it just means that if you're putting too much time in the game, that's a problem. Hell, too much water is a problem. You know, too much exercise is a problem. There has to be a healthy balance. So in all fairness, I'll give him that one.
But if he's the kind of guy who's obviously motivated and he's the kind of guy that would feel bad about playing video games, then that's usually a good sign. You should probably stick and latch onto that guy.
Well, then listening to him, I'm a lazy piece of shit. But anyways, listen, one of the common words you hear when people say they don't like men playing games, they say, why? Why are you a grown man playing a game? Why? Like, what are you doing playing a game? Like, why are you doing that? That why is where it needs to start.
I'm going to challenge that statement in general. How can you say why and you've never even played a game for real? You get what I'm saying? How can you challenge somebody's frame of mind and you haven't put yourself in their shoes? The difference between what a man does and what a woman does is when we see what you do, we've actually indulged in your content. We've actually been there. We watched it. We watched Love Island. We watched Married at First Sight or whatever these shows are, all of the hip hop, all that, Atlanta, whatever, the Housewives. We've seen these shows. Kim Kardashian, we've seen these shows. We sat down and watched it and gave it a chance. And we realized it was some BS just like we thought it was. So when we sit down and play our game, how many games have you completed? How many consoles do you own? How many games have you played? See, now in this sector, you either put up or shut up. If you're not playing any games, shut your mouth because you don't have the credentials to speak on what we do. You get what I'm saying? Why is it you are allowed to have an opinion about something you don't even do?
But instead of actually asking why, everybody's so quick to give themselves an answer on why a man decides to play a video game. Instead of really asking that man, like, why? What does he feel like he's getting from this game to make him continue to...
He don't need to answer it. Play it your damn self and find out why he playing it. If you not playing the game, stop asking stupid questions. It's a stupid question in my opinion. Why are you doing that? Why don't you figure it out? Why don't you try to do it? And then maybe you'll understand why I do it. But if you like chaos, I can understand why you don't like peace. Yeah, it be like that.
To go back to this.
Don't even get me started on games where I got a storyline I'm into. Don't let it be no Devil May Cry or the first Gears of War. Like when we went from 1 to 2 and Dom was really going through it, man, that joint hit different. I mean, there's plenty of other games, but we all know that pivotal moment where we was like, damn, bro, like, damn.
You know why men love playing video games though? Because I love going where I'm celebrated, not where I'm tolerated.
Yes, sir, brother, preach.
And when I do good on the game, I get an unlocked screen, I get achievements, I get leveled up, I'm the man in the game. So I'm gonna go here. At my job, I go to my job, I'm not good enough. Every time my wife asks me to do something, it's not good enough.
Yes, sir. Go on, brother. Preach.
I check on my friends, it's not good enough. So I'm gonna go to the one place that every single... I'm celebrated here.
And we say it loud and proud. Yet everybody keeps saying, what do these men even want? Man, we just want peace. You to leave us alone sometimes. But we can't even have that. We give you the answers. I mean, just straight up, out in the open, right there. But everybody act like they don't know what we want. Just listen. Nobody ever listens to men when we give such simple solutions. Hey, leave me be, give me peace, and if I'm chilling, leave me alone, man. Gone somewhere. I was like, we don't bother you when you doing something. It's crazy. We can't have anything, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's wild. But let's go ahead and go on to the next segment.
Remember the names of the ones you with.
So after showing Lil Baby the 31 beats, a clip of them gets posted where Max is trying to vibe out and everyone is in the room.
Okay, this has been a big deal all over social media, so I'm sure you've seen it, but I also posted a link below. So I'm just gonna kind of give a summary for those who don't know. PlaqueBoyMax typically has people rap on the stream when they come on there. Now there is this discrepancy between him and Lil Baby about him rapping on the stream and then being paid for it in 1.5 of the stream revenue, because from my understanding, what I'm saying is Lil Baby didn't know he was coming on there to rap or to make a song or do anything like that. So it could simply just be a misunderstanding, but a lot of y'all streamer dudes are weird out here. And I'm gonna have to just put it out there. Like, in my honest opinion, a lot of y'all dudes be real sketchy with the way you move. You try to sway your audience to force people into doing things or use the power that you have to get your way. And the way that I'm seeing Lil Baby talk on this stream, I honestly believe that it wasn't clarified to him that he was going to be rapping. Everybody doesn't know who you are. I don't care how big of a streamer you are. Everybody doesn't know you. That doesn't mean that you're nobody, but everybody may not know how your situation works. Somebody might mention it to this artist and say, hey, there's this poppin' streamer or whatever it is. Let's talk, let's meet up, you know, kick it like a Castanet stream or whatever it is. They may not be familiar with you, but you're popping enough for, you know, to collab or whatever. Now, this is what I'm going to say. If you have a guest and your audience is sitting there disrespecting your guest, calling them a scammer, saying all this crazy stuff about him, how do you expect him to respond to that? You think he's just going to be cool with people going around calling him a scammer? And he's like, what do you mean scam? He's like, oh, how did I scam? He said, I want half of the stream revenue. He said, pull the thing up and we can, like, cause we need to discuss numbers because I'm a businessman. If I'm going to be coming up here to rap, I need to be paid. And anybody who's a producer or does music, you should know better than that. Rappers already don't get paid as it is. Majority of these guys are in 360 deals. So when it comes down to them getting their bread, they're going to want to get their money, because too often in the music industry, for those of you who don't know, a lot of people ain't getting paid. TLC went quadruple platinum, whatever, and we're broke. Justin Bieber owes people. He owes people despite the fact of how many billions of revenue he's generated. So when it comes down to it and you're telling me you want me to come here to perform, I'm gonna need my bread. And he's in his right to say that. Now, if beforehand this was addressed and he was told this, that you're gonna be rapping there, and then all of a sudden he tried to use the stream to his advantage to try to weasel money out of him live on stream, that's a different conversation. But that ain't how that happened. Cause he was like, what you mean? Well, I'm rapping? What are we doing? Because he looked more confused. And I'm going to be real with you. Lil Baby don't strike me as somebody who's a good actor at all. So that's why I actually believe he's telling the truth.
Just quiet and staring at him.
Like, that's goofy, bro. How is he supposed to react to that? How is he supposed to react to that? And this is where I'm like, I really don't think he knew when he was getting himself into with this stream. Y'all are doing an appeal for kids. Like, this is for kids. This looks like something where your audience is probably 13 to 19. This man ain't showing up here for this. This man was coming to do business. And once you tell him, oh, the numbers ain't really all the way, we don't know yet. It's like, nah, I'm not. Nah, bro, we gonna need to get these numbers in order first. And then as a side note, they could really just not be feeling the beat too. So it could even be beyond the money situation, because I'm not even rocking with that. Now, again, my preference in music and what kind of beats stand out to me has nothing to do with the public appeal. I'm just saying that that's not something that I find as a good production. As it sounds too Fruity Loopy. It just sounds like a Fruity Loop beat. It's not well produced. It's just a loop. Now, again, ain't nothing wrong with that. Lil Jon did that his whole career, and he had some heavy hitters on there. So I'm not talking down on it. I'm just saying that it could also be a possibility that they just weren't rocking with the instrumentals that was there. That's also a possibility. You know, I like to give, you know, fair criticisms on every angle just to kind of give more of a perspective, because it might not be the one thing that you're assuming it is.
Why are you making a face?
I just low-key think that's a weird environment to be in, and obviously I don't know.
Yeah, but again, this is why it's so important, guys, that you don't get all of your information from these like reaction channels, including myself even, although you can trust me.
Facts. But this is what I was saying about that though. You can't trust anybody who's too one-sided and doesn't give perspectives on every side, right? Now, in PlaqueBoyMax's defense, this is something that typically takes place on this stream. This is typically how he acts on this stream. This is the energy of his stream. So on Lil Baby's side, this is where I'll say you have to do more research on platforms before you go there. That doesn't mean that Lil Baby was scamming or trying to get over or nothing like that. It's just you need to do your due diligence on where you're going and what typically happens on these streams. You have to. Well, I mean, you don't, but then that's when you show up and you look at confused, like, what's this dude doing?
I'm not perfect. But anyway, if you go and watch the original stream, you can see for like a good 20-30 minutes, bro, Lil Baby was giving PlaqueBoyMax good, friendly energy. I think after the miscommunication about the making music, it sparked up, and then Lil Baby sees a chat kind of turning on him, calling him a scammer, saying that he should leave, all of this shit.
And how is he supposed to react to that? Your chat is sitting there disrespecting this man, calling him a scam. He's asking the chat, like, how am I scamming? How am I scamming? He's trying to do business. He's like, hey, bro, before I do anything, I want 50%. He's telling you before I rap, I want 50%. Since this was not addressed before the stream, it has to be addressed now. There ain't no, oh, I'm gonna rap and then we're gonna discuss it. No. I need to know specifically what I'm gonna get for coming up on this stream and performing. You know, some artists are cool coming up there, you know, just to kick and rap and all of that. But once somebody addresses like, hey, I do want to be paid, I do want to know what I'm gonna be paid or how this is gonna work or how we're gonna split the revenue from it, because it is my content, half my content and half your content, then you do have to discuss that. And as long as it's said on camera, okay, yeah, we'll take a look. Nah. I need to know though, is it gonna, can I get half of it, of the revenue on this stream because I performed on it? It's that simple. Like, in my opinion, I feel like that's fair. Be straight up front with what you're looking for, and either a person can accept or decline. And I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, professionalism and all of this. Nah, this is a Twitch stream. It's for clicks, it's for views, it's entertainment. So yeah, stuff on the live stream is meant to be a spectacle. So if it's right in place, so I don't want to hear, man, it's unprofessional. It's unprofessional the way you do business on Twitch, or the way a lot of y'all do business on Kick. So I don't want to hear nothing about professionalism. You wanted a spectacle, you got it. You got the clickbait, you got the views, you got the reshares and streams and all of that. So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of made him get on the defensive, because you have to understand from a PR point of view, Lil Baby has been taking L's after L after L, bro. People are saying his music is trash now. People are saying he fell off. You know what I'm saying? You got the Michael Rubin situation. You also got that's why he cut his hair off. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if y'all don't stop with that boom button, I swear, bro.
Twitch, bro, he's gonna do an IRL stream at a party, bro. But that's why I called, bro. Listen, he needs 2,000 more subs to reach his sub goal. The sub goal is a reward that he's gonna go to a party once he reaches that sub goal.
His reward for us paying money is to watch him go to a party and have fun.
Yeah. But basically, overall, I'm gonna need y'all to leave that button alone. But to wrap it up, my whole thing is, as far as we talk about the business and all of that, you gotta get that straight away, get that understood, and make sure that it's all handled on the front end. Because if not, then you know, when somebody wondering about their money before they perform, they gonna want to know how they getting paid. But if you kicked it with your boy this long, I appreciate you hanging with me. Links in the description below like always. And in the meanwhile, I'm out. Have a good one.